I tell you what.
Yeah, and I thought Attack on Titan would do it. Wallahi.
Abdullah, I tell you what to try. Full Metal Alchemist.
That one I did.
Oh, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail.
I never actually watched Full Metal, but that's on my list.
It's not bad, alright. And Fairy Tail.
You know what's on my list? Death Note. I still haven't seen it.
Because I've watched Fairy Tail.
I still haven't.
Too.
You haven't watched it or you watched it?
I'm actually like a fake anime fan. When you think about it, I've only watched Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece, and Attack on Titan. What else?
To be honest, yeah, we're in the same boat.
What else have I
How
watched?
do you love him so much? Like,
I think I've done way more than that. Wallahi.
I
haven't watched Hunter.
I've watched so many quick ones.
Hunter, I started about
Hunter x Hunter, by the way.
It wasn't.
Top, yeah? But I haven't watched
For me
it.
personally, after Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, it's up there. It's straight under them.
Yeah, I know.
Hunter.
I don't disagree, bro.
110%.
Wallahi, because all my
110%.
brothers as well say the same thing.
Abdullah, you've watched that
that's
one.
one I watched.
Yeah.
Watched it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think it was going to talk
Because
about
I watched it in Sudan in Arabic. So then when I found the Japanese version, the full version.
Oh, you didn't tell me that one. We watched
That's not bad.
We watched an old
you've
one.
seen
That's Slam Dunk. It's called Slam Dunk.
The
تعلمت Slam Dunk قبل كده يعني. Cold, huh? It's elite.
I watched One Punch Man. It was like five episodes.
Yeah.
One Punch Man as well.
That was popping off when
That
it
one
first
was nice
came
too. Because they said they were going to bring out a new season the year after. And لحد الآن they still haven't brought it out.
I said Idris would be throwing up if he was here.
It's alright, bro.
All this anime.
But that's why he wanted to bring
out.
this.
Man, I wanted to show you, man. I wanted to piss him off a lot.
I'm bad, alright. You're doing a good job so far.
Fire.
He's going to see this. He's going to be
Alright,
like,
bro.
what?
Are your phones on silent, lads?
Yes.
For we're getting professional now. lads.
Azam never checked.
Yeah, I know. I'm too different now.
I got to get the ring in it somehow. Maybe I'll do this.
Yeah,
sometime.
Hold on, my
yeah.
time.
Fire.
You gotta show up, bro. You have
كده كده Khalid.
Where's the ring? Is the ring?
Yeah. Alright, let's get started, boys. How's it going, people? And welcome back to the GalacticOz podcast. Like saying this still, I'm still not used to it. Wallahi, it feels very, very freaking weird.
What does Hassan think about all of this?
Nah, looking good so far. I'm keep going.
That's okay. I appreciate the support, Hassan. Alright, today, boys, it's gonna be a bit longer than last time. We're gonna go through a couple things, some things that we missed because, unfortunately, when I was away, these guys couldn't carry the torch. I asked some niggas to do it weekly
We tried, wallah.
during the week, and they couldn't. So I apologize for that, lads. But we'll be more consistent, inshallah.
Didn't you cancel it last time?
No.
During the week?
Last weekend.
I
Remember
told-
I was
I
trying to
told
get it
you
together?
Yeah.
And this week he cancelled it. How many you cancelled it? You told me
think
I'm sick or something. You gave me a story.
Yeah, we meant to record midweek.
Okay, awesome.
I don't cut that out.
He gave you a story. What?
Nah, I was actually sick. I was sick midweek. I couldn't
I
make it.
remember we were supposed to record somewhere.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And it was going to come out on Thursday. But unfortunately, I had a bit of a cold, so I couldn't make it. So obviously, these niggas can't do that stuff by themselves. So I said, you know what?
So you dropped the torch, that
means.
means.
No. Anyways, today we've got Hassanin on my side here, Abdullah, and now we've got the return of two elite players in this game. Wallahi al-Azim. We've got Marcus Rashford himself, guys. Nail, welcome back, man. And making the return, Habibi, Wallahi al-Azim, with the anime stuff. Come on, I love it, Wallahi Khalid. Chelsea fan himself.
Khalid is back.
All right, suppose we'll get right into it.
Hassan and Idris, first of all. Hassan and Idris, please make sure you comment and let us know what you think about the anime here.
Pretty sure
We want you to be the first in the comment section.
He's ducking me. Like, today was for him, man.
We made a massive mistake. Shit, I just realized.
What did you not turn on?
Because I need my hat too. Give me my hat. Amir, give me my hat, Aikala. So we have to start over, sir? It's okay.
We can either start over or we can continue.
Or we can start over.
What do you reckon? We continue or we start over?
We'll continue.
I think continue. Like the hype will not be the same, cuz.
Halas, all good.
Azam, work your magic.
Yeah, Azam, you gotta help us out here. Wallahi.
And you have nothing to do in Dubai anyways, alright.
Yeah,
No,
Why
but
not
this
spend time on
cut
this?
is different. Like the light has changed and Hassan's wearing a hat now.
yeah.
Well, like this is crazy.
Yeah, Hassan had to go grab his hat, guys.
Yeah. No. We start over? Did we start over?
No, it's all good, it's all good. We continue.
Because you didn't do that thing. Did you do that thing today?
No, that's okay, it's okay. It's just to test the sound.
Okay.
Anyhow, boys, we'll get right into it. The Ballon d'Or. Rodri winning the Ballon d'Or. What do we think of this, lads?
Wallahi, Vinny got robbed. That's all I'm going to say.
100%.
It's good.
Vinny got robbed.
It's actually for us, for me personally, I think it's good for the sport because we all know this is a fake award. You know what I mean?
You know what?
So many players have been robbed of this, And because like it adds like to me personally, because Messi has won it so many times, it just adds more credibility to the Messi's trophies.
Bro, I just don't like seeing Rodri win it and then Iniesta never won it. These elite midfielders.
And Messi
like,
won it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
What is this about?
Like when you think of the best midfielders ever of all time, he's not going to be up there like
He's
that
not.
close with the best of the best.
He does like all the, not average, but all the simple stuff really well. But like you look at his highlights and then compared to your Iniesta, Zidane,
Nothing outstanding.
Nothing outstanding. Or like
He might be Man City's best player.
Vinny. I think what killed Vinny was his. He's not classy.
comment he made.
Nah,
You
bro.
see those videos
Yeah,
of
I
him?
know, but they do that. But that's that. They've added that to this year's criteria.
Like
But
his
the criteria shouldn't
attitude.
change. To me, bro, the best player in the world is always very clear and obvious. It's the best player in the world. Has for example, if we get the top 25 nominees, let's say, line them up, and we've got Sunday Soccer, we're at Hoppers Crossing, and you're picking teams. Who are you picking first?
Great analogy, Abdullah.
Huh? Who are you picking first? Who are you picking first?
I'm
Everybody's picking. No, the top 25 nominees of the Ballon d'Or. You're picking Vinny first. Everybody's picking Vinny first. Everybody in their right mind is picking Vinny first. So that tells you he's the best player in the world. That's it. There's no argument about it. It's not what did he do, what did he do. And this is my thing is this is how it should be. If you're clearly the best player in the world, then the criteria I think shouldn't be as high. Like you don't have to. Masalan, Vinny didn't have to win the Copa America for him to guarantee the Ballon d'Or because he's won the Champions League. He's done enough. He's won the Champions League and the league.
He won the league as
That's
well.
plenty to be the Ballon d'Or winner. Rodri won the league and then an international trophy. Maybe that's what gave him the edge. But the international
And
trophy,
if you look at it this way too, you can say Carvajal is also
Carvajal is
yeah.
I agree. I
He
agree.
deserves it as well.
No, but I want to test what you just said, Abdullah, about being at Sunday Soccer and picking. I think that for me makes it a bit biased. I know it's only attackers. Like now has to say, for example,
But that's the game, Amir.
no.
The
But
game is attacking and scoring goals is harder than defending and being a central midfielder. That is the truth.
A Ballon d'Or should never be given to someone other than an attacker. That's what you think?
If there is somebody in the world that is good as Vinny, Mbappe, anyone else that's going for I think even Bellingham would be ahead of Rodri for me.
Yes, I agree.
Because of the season that he had, goal scoring, impacting games, and then the clutch moments in the Euros, the header, the scissor kick, all of these things. And Rodri came off at halftime, and Spain never missed a beat.
I was gonna
Zubimendi
say-
came, and it's the same thing.
I was gonna say, why isn't anyone giving a shout to Bellingham as well?
Well, like,
if
people
it's
just
not-
forgot
if
about
it's
his
not
first
Vin-
season.
If it's not Vinny,
I
should
think
be
Bellingham is second.
Bellingham second,
That's
yeah.
what I think.
you reckon second?
Yeah, it's
Everyone
Vinny
had
then Bellingham,
short-term
bro.
Or do you reckon they're both equal? They have an equal shot.
No, if you
don't
take
think so?
Vinny out of the Real Madrid team, they're weaker. They're a lot weaker than if you take Bellingham out.
Yeah, because they got a deep
But
midfield. Like.
yeah, but as you said, he was bringing the goals, not the other
His
midfielders.
first
Yeah, but
season,
Vinny
bro,
scored in
oh
the
my
Champions
God,
League
wallahi.
final.
I know, but it's a big loss still because we're talking about impact on a game.
It's definitely Vinny number one and very clear and obvious. There isn't even a close argument.
Even when you're watching Real Madrid play, you can tell. Number one is Vinicius.
And by the way, the reason why people are saying it shouldn't be Rodri is because when they brought out the team of the season for the Champions League, he wasn't a
wasn't in
nominee.
it.
Even
When they brought out the
Premier
EPL
League
one,
as well, yeah?
he wasn't on it as well.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a
The best
shocking
player
thing.
nominees in the Premier League, he wasn't there.
Doesn't
Exactly,
make
that's what
sense.
I mean.
You're not going to be the best in the Premier League.
You're not
and-
better in your league. You're not the
Wallahi.
best in your league, but you're the best in the world.
Exactly,
Make it
so
make
it's a little
sense.
bit shocking, wallah.
Doesn't make any sense.
a
He
little
might
bit
be Man City's best player though.
Most important, best is De Bruyne, I think. Most important because they can still
Now
operate
Rodri's
without
got a
De Bruyne.
Ballon
Abdallah,
d'Or.
without him this season, they've been
Yeah,
struggling,
they are.
struggling hard.
Wallah, if I was De
Four
Bruyne,
losses,
man,
man.
and Rodri's got a Ballon d'Or and not
You'll
me.
be going crazy right now.
God, that's beef, man.
Give me a raise.
Yeah, but Abdullah, well, without him right now, see, like for the last 3 seasons, they've been playing without De Bruyne for most of it. You know what I mean? But
But
without
they're also
Rodri,
struggling without De Bruyne.
No, they struggle. They
only
don't
lose like
lose.
one-
They don't
they
lose.
lose. Yeah.
This is the first time they've lost 3 in a row until last night, and then they lost the 4th in a row. Come on.
Yeah.
In all comps, they've lost
Without
the
Rodri?
fourth
Not being there?
100%.
I think because of Rodri, bro.
100%.
Without Rodri, maybe they're trying to make sure like he actually deserves that.
They need
It's
to.
their way
now
of
they're
saying
gonna
that
go,
he
they're going to go in
deserves the Ballon
January
d'Or,
and
you know
steal Zubimendi from Liverpool. You know, Liverpool want Zubimendi, they're going to go and take him, I see.
I saw
It's
it.
so good to see Man City lose, man.
Wallah,
Like
it's so
waking
nice.
up and seeing that
Best feeling,
I
huh?
was like, bro, alhamdulillah.
Shocking.
To me, it's shocking because they like, how come you
going
don't
on?
have any replacement for this guy, bro?
Yeah.
Because I saw something on Instagram the other day about like how the fact that City's on a downhill, it's because of Rodri, and then how Real Madrid was on this silly run in the Champions League, which we'll get to, how that is because of Cruz not being there. Like the fact that they're out of it, their status is sort of like
Nah, I
rising
disagree with the
shwaya.
Cruz thing.
reckon?
That's not the reason why Real Madrid are poor. It's because they're trying
That
rubbish tactics, bro.
That midfield
They're
in Real
trying rubbish
Madrid,
tactics, cuz.
disgusting. Anyway, let's get into the Champions League. So we can talk about Real Madrid. Real Madrid, AC Milan, 3-1 to Milan. Wallahi, for me, that game was an absolute piss take. That midfield of Real Madrid, I saw it the last game or the last week in the Clásico and in the Barca game in this mission in the Champions League. It is absolutely rubbish. It's just big names. But there is nothing in that team besides, you know what? Honk it long to Vinny. That's it. Bellingham himself.
How do you feel, bro?
I don't know because I haven't watched the game.
He didn't watch it. From the result, hasn't it?
Did you see the highlights?
Nothing.
La.
No, Allah.
Do you follow Real Madrid?
Because I was
Why are you
no.
wearing this?
I thought
Huh?
you
Why are you wearing this?
Ask me about last night's game when we were 4-0. I watched the whole thing, bro.
against Osasuna.
Ask me about that, Allah. Don't ask me about AC Milan, bro.
Nah, I think Mbappe's having problems with Ancelotti, man.
Yeah, what do we think of that?
Nah,
bro?
definitely.
Let's actually speak about this guy. for a second.
My opinion about this guy, yeah, he's a gun. He's so good, his abilities and everything. He just doesn't know, like, it feels like he doesn't know what he needs to do. You know what I mean? Or where he
Mbappe?
needs to be.
You
Yeah,
saying Mbappe?
he's everywhere. Yeah, he's everywhere in the field.
He's not a striker. That's in my opinion.
He's not a striker, but this is a different setup for him. Like,
Mbappe
he's not
needs
used to
space,
this. I'm not
and
sure.
He doesn't have space with those attacks. It's just too stacked. Wallahi.
I
Vinny's holding the ball.
saw an analysis from Thierry Henry when he was talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
He was saying he was talking about the number 9 thing, about how Mbappe is the one that always drops and Bellingham's the one that always makes the runs in behind. For me, I don't think that's a problem for Mbappe. I think that's a problem with Bellingham.
Again,
needs to
Bellingham,
be with-
this guy doesn't like to defend, bro. That's the problem. Wallah.
He's more of an attacking player.
Yeah, but he should be defending.
And that for me, when you've got players like Vinny, Rodrigo when he's there, and Mbappe, you should. That's good. I'm not making any more runs.
He
I'm
doesn't-
playing.
yeah,
I'm
he shouldn't
feeding
need
these
to.
players.
Yeah.
I'm feeding. But it feels like to me, and maybe this is a bit.
He's
I know,
doing it.
It feels like he wants to get the spotlight, tiny.
Yeah.
Like, and he's lacking in those goals.
They should take a page from MSN's playbook. When Messi, Neymar, and Suarez were there, you didn't see Rakitic doing that. You didn't
Yeah.
see them going
Yeah.
forward like that. They just play their position.
Even with us, like
Let
Luka
the front
Modric
three do
and
their
like
magic.
Luka Modric and Toni Kroos, they always defend, bro.
Yeah.
The press starts
But
from
you
the
don't
from.
think that was also a tactic that Ancelotti was doing? Because he done it so consistently that game. Bellingham, he kept on running
going.
every time.
I think that's
It
just
could
him
be
in person.
Ancelotti also telling him do
I
that.
think that's him as a player because
He's
you
doing
see
a lot
it,
of
you
things,
don't
yeah.
you don't just see it with Real Madrid. You see it with the English team as well. He's always making runs in behind,
Yeah.
constantly. So for me, I think it's just
And it
I
was
think
working
to
out
do
for
with
him
him.
before.
Yeah.
But now it's
It feels like it was a bit desperate as well in this game when they were 3-1 is a massive loss, especially at home as well.
What's
Like-
with Rafael Leao? Why does he smile every time when he's dribbling? Well, I was noticing that his assist.
Yeah.
He's smiling when he's running, bro. This guy's
Is elite.
He was doing it in the World Cup as well. I
One
think.
standout player, boys, from this game was a player named Reijnders from AC Milan. Abdullah,
Top player.
speak about this guy for
He's
a
a
second.
top
wallah.
player, bro. Because he's, and I was thinking, and I was saying this to the boys yesterday. In the Euros, if you listed the outstanding central midfielders, he would be right up there. Him, Fabian Ruiz, Rodri, Zubimendi, all these people that are Xavi Simons, the outstanding central midfielders. He was right at the top, and I'm so shocked at the fact not to say that AC Milan isn't a big club, but they're not what they used to be.
Yeah.
They're not Champions League semi-final. They're not in the spotlight all the time. I'm shocked at the fact that none of the big teams really went for him, because he's got it all, bro. To me, he is our time right now, modern version, Luka Modric. He's got it all. He can dribble, he can pass, he can run with the ball, he can score goals, he can shoot. He's got a good foot on him. Everything.
quite big as well, yeah?
Yeah, he's solid. He's solid. He's so outstanding.
He's
bro.
had an unbelievable game, and like as I
I've
said
never
before
watched a
that-
game for him,
Yeah.
whether it's AC Milan or Holland, where he looks poor.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
so
he's consistent.
consistent.
He's
He
consistent.
plays well every time.
he's done very well, wallah. Moving on to Abdullah's
No,
beautiful
but
team.
no. But I want to speak about Real Madrid. I want to speak about Real Madrid. Don't speak about my team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been quiet
Say
about
Ava.
Madrid, man. Wallahi.
What's wrong with Real Madrid?
Ancelotti out or what?
Because this guy's playing chess.
Ancelotti.
Wallahi, what the heck is... Nah, wallah, mumkin.
Okay.
That's disrespecting this podcast, guys.
bro.
You need Azam back. مش انت.
I need Azam.
What the heck?
Azam leaves me alone, bro. Let the guy say his opinion, bro.
It's playing chess, yeah.
No, I want to ask you about Ancelotti.
Yeah.
You
I
happy
sorry,
with him?
I think. Look, he's a great coach. My favorite coach of all time because we've done so much with him. You know what I mean? We've come back from far worse places before. I think he's gonna figure it out. I think so.
You think it's time to go or no?
No.
No?
He
Yeah,
deserves. He deserves until the end of the season.
You know Sabir?
No. I deserve look for what he's done. He deserves to stay, bro.
Somebody's done with him, by the way. Like,
We're
completely
all
done.
done with him.
look,
By
I
the way,
tell
you
you,
guys are
AC.
saying
Many people are done with
you're
him.
saying Bellingham is taking his space by making forward runs. I strongly disagree.
With Mbappe?
Yeah, Mbappe doesn't make enough forward runs from central areas. أول حاجة when he's playing as a 9.
He doesn't know where he is.
He does. Yeah, he's got no idea. He doesn't know how to play
Yeah.
that position,
Clueless,
bro.
yeah.
So then it's on Ancelotti.
He feels like he's not needed.
Yeah, because he's not. Why
Yeah,
did he
he's not
come on
needed.
by?
Yeah, well,
Like if you see the way they're playing,
He's not needed.
does-
bro.
yeah, it
He's
does-
not
it does
needed.
feel like
Yet
that, you know what I mean?
Last year it was working perfectly fine because it was a diamond midfield with Bellingham at the tip of the diamond as an attacking midfielder, making forward runs and being a 9 when he needed to, and Vinny and Rodrigo at wide. There was absolutely no need for Mbappe. Real Madrid, out
They
of
needed
greed
a
and
number
him,
9.
where he should have gone when he was actually needed.
No, we're gonna need him
When
at
Madrid
some
went
point.
Even then, it
first
wouldn't
time-
have worked.
No, when
Even
he
then, it
would have
wouldn't have
replaced
worked.
Vinny Amir. He was ahead of Vinny. in
Abdallah, we have so
world
many-
football.
I don't think
We have so many
I don't
injuries,
think
we're gonna
about
need
that.
him.
I don't think that's possible in any era. Wallah lazim. For Vinny to sit down for all the stuff that he's done for
When
Real
they
Madrid,
put 120 million bid in for him, Amir.
that is not to
when-
replace Vinny.
No, but
100% it's not.
No, but Mbappe was what's his name? Benzema was still at the club. Everybody was still at the club. Like when
Yeah.
they wanted him, Zamanik, when they were struggling for that Champions League, that's when he should have gone.
But that was never
There's
to
a need
replace
for
Vinny.
you
Let's
because
be
he was
honest.
ahead of Vinny. He would have sat Vinny on the bench. That's facts, bro.
Nah.
Vinny
Well,
wasn't
like,
his
he would have
Vinny.
sat down and clapped for him, bro.
I don't think that
Wallahi,
would
Mbappe was at the peak of his powers, but right now he's not needed. Vinny's 10 times better than him, and the only place he can play is that left-hand side, and he's not gonna get it at Real Madrid, and it's only gonna get worse, bro. You can beat Osasuna, beat all these little teams, but when it comes to crunch matches,
I'll tell you something,
in the
and he
Champions
could've
League,
scored
you're-
even
you're,
yesterday.
you're going to Anfield away next in the Champions League. You know that.
Yep.
Because that's our home ground, bro.
Our training ground, huh?
Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Anfield, we got it, bro. Don't worry about Anfield.
شوف حسن
I
والله
really
العظيم.
saved that one.
And then I give up.
Just tell me, Man City, AC Milan, the big teams, yeah.
AC Milan,
Milan,
I've
yeah.
made your ground the training ground.
Nah.
What are you saying?
Because Anfield, we got this, bro. Don't worry
We'll
about
see,
it.
bro. We'll see. And then you've got Atalanta as well in the Champions League لسه.
See,
والله
yeah.
موضوعهم طويل.
We're gonna clutch there.
I think-
I told. What did I tell you before? Before the start of the season, this new format, not for us. I told you many times. Bro.
You need the clutch moments, huh?
No, we need knockout games. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And when it's on the stakes, when the stakes are high,
That's
this
very
is what we need. You know what I mean?
Man, it's gonna get there, but are you
Like,
gonna be
this
there? Is
one,
the
we need to
question.
play for 3 points, top position match. Nah, it's not for us, Allah.
Well, Ancelotti needs to make it work quickly, man, because
We need the knockout games.
He's not gonna wait for him. He'll get Xabi Alonso or something.
Right now in the table with that Champions League, you're sitting 18th, by the way.
Yeah, we're at bottom of the bottom. bro.
Anyhow,
I thought
moving
this is not
on.
gonna work for us.
Moving on. To Arsenal Inter Milan.
But Ancelotti, you
That
should, you
last
should
game.
stay. He should stay until the end of the season.
Okay, Hassan.
He
Thank you.
deserves it. 2 Champions League. Well, I should stay. Because people waited for on Jurgen Klopp. He's done nothing. How many years did he stay in Liverpool? 10 years.
7, 8.
10 years. Oh, okay, 7, 8 years. 1 Champions League, 1 league. That's it. Ancelotti has done that
I
in
don't
like
think he should
1
leave
year.
Ancelotti, but he needs to make it
Excellent.
work quickly. Wallahi.
He can stay. Guardiola's getting to work. Everyone's getting to work now this year, bro.
It's a
So
tough
good,
time
so
for
good.
good managers, wallahi.
Yeah. So moving on, finally,
Yeah.
to Inter versus Arsenal.
See, we should have started with this.
The last time we sat here,
It was 1-0.
you said,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Abdullah said last
said
time we said
2-0.
2-0, clean.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Wallahi,
I said-
you guys didn't even sniff
I
the
said
goal.
Liverpool 2-0 too.
You did not even forget that game. You guys, you did not even sniff the goal. And wallahi, Arsenal looked so bad,
Bro,
I-
Amr, what did Inter Milan create?
Stand
Besides
there.
the Dumfries chance in the
We're
first
talking about
10 minutes.
you. We're talking about you first.
But you're saying
Wait.
we did look like we were gonna score. If they didn't get that
Allah.
penalty, they didn't look like they were gonna score either.
Guess what, bro?
Yeah, how what?
It's football and they got the penalty.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
But you're making it sound like we didn't create enough chances. That's why we didn't win the game.
Abdullah, your team looked like they struggled to even make
turning
final
to-
passes,
Our
bro.
team,
Mourinho team,
our
Mourinho
What are you talking about?
Our team are a bunch of bums,
I
bro.
mean, and I like watching Arsenal and Liverpool. Those are the other teams I love. Us other than
I hate
United.
Arsenal.
But that was a very hard watch, guys.
My
I
eyes
could
were
not
bleeding.
like,
And I'll be honest with you, I've stopped watching Arsenal games.
bro, it's
It's
so
actually
hard,
getting harder
wallahi,
to watch you
lazim.
guys,
I
man.
only watch highlights now.
It's not that
There's no,
entertaining.
you can't.
Just
I can't
whipping
stand
the
it.
ball
Even
in for Martinelli, best.
Even league games online. I can't stand it. I might watch the Chelsea game tomorrow, but I can't stand watching Arsenal, bro. Arteta's wallahi, he's
Time's up?
No.
He's on thin ice right
He's
now.
on thin ice, bro.
Yeah,
he
very
really
thin ice.
is. He really is. I tell you why. And I was saying this to the boys yesterday. 2 transfer windows, he didn't address the number 9 issue.
Yeah.
He released Fabio Vieira. He released Emile Smith-Rowe.
And
didn't-
Nketiah.
No, who cares? Nketiah, I don't care about Nketiah.
Hey.
I tell you why I don't care about Nketiah, because he was there, he had his time, and he didn't prove anything.
Wallahi, he did, Abdullah.
But now we're missing Martin Odegaard. He sold the 2 other 10s. Well, he didn't sell them. He sold Emile Smith-Rowe, and he got rid of Fabio Vieira, went back to Porto on loan. So he didn't leave a replacement for Martin Odegaard. We have Nwaneri on the bench who's supposed to be his replacement, but he's not playing him. He gives him the last 10, 15 minutes. He's made the decisions across the board, who he buys. This whole squad is his, solely his. So it's now time for him to deliver. If he doesn't deliver, and many people have said this before, he's not the man to take us over the line. And unfortunately, I now believe it. He made a couple of ruthless decisions where he got rid of Ramsdale and brought Raya in. All these little things that he's doing, but at the end of the day, he's not getting results.
Now you're sporting director.
Edu's left.
Yeah.
I guess is he a big guy?
Edu?
Yeah.
Edu- Edu's the guy that's making all the things for you
Ex-Arsenal.
guys.
So where did he
legend,
go now?
bro. He's gone to Nottingham Forest.
Ah, okay.
Good
Yeah,
move.
Nottingham Forest,
He's friends with
freaking good
with
move,
the
wallah.
president.
because this year Nottingham Forest,
Unbelievable.
unbelievable.
They're third on the table, I think.
But anyways,
ridiculous.
Arteta signing Mikel Moreno,
Not good enough. Huh?
absolute nonsense, bro, and Calafiori, all that money that he could have 60 something million on them and 60 million on Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
Combine all of that and get us a proper number 9, bro. Stop wasting our time.
He thought he could rely on Kai Havertz for this
No,
season,
but
he
Kai
should-
Havertz is a good goal scorer, but he's like a second
but you
tier
want a
goal
num-
scorer.
yeah, you want a number
he's,
9. You
He's
need-
good off the bench, masalan. If you have a pure number 9, and then if plan isn't working, this guy comes on, get crosses in the box.
Yeah.
And he's never
Maybe.
proven that he's like the first choice number 9 Kai,
Nah.
even at Chelsea or anything. So I don't know why he thought he would rely on him
Yeah.
for this season. He
And-
should have
and-
gotten a proper number 9.
He's a fantastic player.
sporting
but
one.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god! If you guys got the sporting,
Gyökeres? I don't know, bro.
Why?
I
Not
don't know.
your type?
He doesn't seem like he's it. We'll see. He's eventually gonna come Man United with his homeboy Amorim.
Hey. Don't speak
We're gonna
like
talk about him
Talk
soon,
about
bro.
it. Anyways,
We'll talk
for me,
about that guy.
Mikel Arteta, bro, this season, if you know, Hassi, now he's got the excuse of Odegaard being injured. Odegaard's gonna come back. Yeah. So the team that threw the game to Liverpool, we drew 2-2, and the team that lost to
Newcastle.
to Newcastle, and the team that lost to Inter Milan. That team is only missing Martin Odegaard from being our complete team. Like that one player can't make the standards and the performance drop that low. It shouldn't. Not at a big club like Arsenal. You should have somebody that brings maybe 40 or 50% of what Odegaard brings, and that's Nwaneri. Because when he comes on, he looks it. In tight spaces, he's on the half turn, he gets shots off, he's a pure number 10. And this guy, Arteta, Wallah Azim, he shrunk and he wasn't big enough to make this big decision of playing this 17-year-old ahead of Afana, Stinky, Trossard in the 10, Wallahi. The stinkiest thing. The stinkiest thing I've ever seen in the number 10, bro.
Yeah, say
I'd rather
as
not
a
play with a
super
10. I'd rather play with a 4-4-2, bring in a second striker, Jesus and Gabriel and Havertz up top.
Havertz,
And no 10. I don't care, bro. Nonsense, wallahi.
nah,
Trossard
just
is
stay on the
agree
left and super sub. That's
it's
it.
pretty bad. And we're seeing a lot of Martinelli, Hassi, wallah, and it's ugly,
Yeah,
bro.
Martinelli's gone downhill, bro. Bring me
He's,
Rodrigo. I'm doing Rodrigo, billahi.
He's injured.
But I'll take him injured.
He got injured yesterday.
On one leg, I'll take him.
Him, Militao. Yeah, him and Militao. Yeah, they all got stopped out. Because him and Militao and Vasquez was about to leave the
Your
pitch.
exercise and sports scientist is running him too hard. That bald guy, the short one. Ismo, you know?
That guy's quality, by the way.
I
Yeah,
forgot his name.
Mukarrahum al-Aisha.
He's actually
Pentos.
he's actually quality.
Look, they're dying, cuz.
Because they all look for this guy, by the way. All clubs. He's actually one of the
our favourite,
elite.
bro.
Wallahi.
That's
Anyway,
muscle injuries.
moving on. Liverpool versus Leverkusen. Liverpool is on a crazy high right now.
Expect that, man.
Liverpool are doing something
Unbelievable high. Xavi Alonso being back home, or we should call it home, at Anfield, and getting the work on like 4-0, bro. They took the piss out of them, bro. Luis Diaz, I think. Was it Luis Diaz that scored
two,
the
I
hat trick?
think.
Or scored 2?
2 or the hat trick? I
Two
didn't
or
actually
a
watch the
hat-trick?
game.
Nah, he scored a
Yeah.
hat trick.
He scored a hat trick, I think.
Yeah, right at the end.
Yeah,
90th
he scored the
minute,
last one as well. But yeah, they took the absolute piss. But I'm so happy with this Gravenberch guy. Wallahi, he's such a player, bro. He's so good at carrying the ball. Like he's like another number 10. And Sabosla is like another number 10. And McAllister is like another number 10. It's such a nice midfield. It's like you're playing FIFA
They're
and you put all
good
the
on
fast-paced
ball,
players
bro.
in the midfield.
Yeah, they're all good on the ball and they
So
can all
good.
run.
Yeah, it's so good to see.
It's difficult to
I
play
think
against.
it's a Liverpool thing though. Like they actually make the most out of their midfield because I think at the start of the season, no one expected that midfield to work. You would have doubted
Yeah,
McAllister defensively and things like that.
Sah.
But he's made it work. Wallahi, slot.
Yeah.
For a team that doesn't rate midfielders normally. Jurgen Klopp didn't have a lot of
Yeah,
midfielders.
he didn't. He had Henderson at one point.
Liverpool,
Yeah.
they make it work.
How-
Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum.
He likes runners. And this guy, Arne Slot, likes runners as well. That's why Endo and who else is on the bench? They're not going to smell it.
The-
Curtis Jones is in and out as well. He's playing well.
He's doing well.
Yeah, he's
wallahi.
done well too.
Yeah.
we'll make a quick pit stop to the Conference League for Khalid's sake, you know. It's Chelsea. Chelsea played against a team called Noah.
8-0 or something.
Has 8-0. Kaz. The team's name is Noah, by the way. Noah, his name is Noah, the team.
Who's new, bro?
The team.
Okay.
And it was 8-0.
What's going on? When is João Felix gonna play, bro?
He played that game, didn't he?
Yeah, but that's the second team plays that.
How many did he score? Did he score any?
He's got another 2.
scored
Because you know, in this game, he looks so hungry. Every time they're playing these games, and he just wants to score and score and score the whole
You
time.
keep saying eventually it's gonna be him and Nkunku. You know,
Forgot that guy.
we
He's
don't
even in
see it,
Chelsea.
man.
they bought him now.
Wallah, I forgot he's in Chelsea.
He's
Yeah,
mad.
he's-
João Felix,
yeah.
but his potential, like I remember when a couple of years ago when it was coming out, I just never thought he'd be in Chelsea. He doesn't
Because he's been potential for the last 4
He
years,
needs
bro.
to be in a proper team. Like Atletico
صح.
Madrid ruined him. Or like
صح.
he would be in a nice Real Madrid team. Or
Wallah, that's true.
Nah.
And I said the exact same thing
Teams
to
that
these
play
guys as well.
football, like-
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Simeone
needs-
figured it out early and he started
No.
loaning him.
He needs
Bro, he
good
spent
players around
120
him.
million on him.
That's why he started making his money back.
You know,
Because
he
he
would
loaned him a
kill
few
it out of
times.
City, for example. I think
Yeah.
Yeah, he would
Guardiola
smash it.
would make him like a.
He would smash it. I think he
proper
will smash it at Liverpool, bro, as
Yeah,
being
he-
one of those 10s.
but
He will
Chelsea's-
destroy it, bro. But he just needs the good players around him.
I mean, you're going to say the same thing 2 years later. Trust me.
About him?
Yeah, he's going to smash. He can do this. He's good.
But we all know that that's the truth. Anyway, you know who I was really happy
That's-
for, like? Mikhail Mudryk, bro.
Madrid,
That shot from outside the box finally came off. You know how many times he skied that, guys? Well, if he gets like off and running, kid,
He needs
like
confidence. That's
Yeah.
the thing, bro.
He's
Some of these
too shy,
players,
bro.
man, like if you don't have confidence, you just look like you're.
It's not even confidence for him. He just looks too raw, bro. He looks like he
hasn't been coached
developed
to
yet.
Yeah.
Man. It's like, how long is that gonna take?
a weird look.
It's just weird. It's I don't know if he's ever gonna
In the
become
league,
like
and they're
that.
starting, what's his name? Jadon Sancho over all these guys.
No, Pedro Neto is starting. Pedro Neto and Noni.
Sancho's
Aguero.
starting too.
Baller.
Those two.
I guess
Sancho
that's
starting.
Madueke and this guy.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I've watched a few Chelsea games and Sancho's been starting.
He's rotated.
Nah.
He's rotating in and out.
At the start, he played a couple. I
Yeah,
think,
pretty
but-
And now they found him out. Well, he got
Yeah.
found out because he's
Nah, he
rubbish.
just wanted to come to London, bro.
He's rubbish. Bro. Wallah, he's rubbish.
It was London for the nightlife, bro.
It's never.
Exactly.
I'm never gonna be
He
convinced.
wasn't
exactly
there. He
what
wasn't
it
there
was.
for football.
That's
bro.
exactly what it was. Like.
No way.
Take him
Anyway,
away, man. I don't
moving
know.
on to Europa, Man United versus
Who?
PAOK. This we're gonna talk about. We're gonna
You know
talk
that.
about.
You know that's John Anastasiadis' team.
Is it?
Yeah, he played.
wallahi.
There. He played legend there.
Wow, it's a Greek club, isn't it? It is. Anyway, we
Yeah.
gave them the work. Wallahi al-azim, they came to Old Trafford, and Ahmad Diallo said, "Hey, this is my pitch. Wallahi al-azim. Sit down, all of yous. Wallahi, this guy." And I said this, and inshallah, Hassanin actually watches. I'm sure he's not gonna watch, but I told this nigga, Ahmad Diallo is one of the best youngsters in the league, easily.
Ahmad Diallo or
Wallahi.
Doesn't
Garnacho?
get time though.
That's very hard. Ahmad Diallo
Garnacho's way much better.
Ahmad Diallo,
I
no.
reckon Ahmed Diallo because he has
Garnacho,
more work rate.
Garnacho is a star and everything, but he lacks some decision making. Ahmad Diallo, you hardly see him make the wrong
I
pass.
I don't know how
Hardly.
he is an African.
Yeah,
African,
and he
he
plays
makes
so-
right decisions.
He's
It
so
is
mature,
wild.
bro.
Starts
Wallahi,
so
with
That
the
is
way he
that
plays.
is the only one that doesn't fall into Shifa's formula, and Shifa knows.
Yeah, well, definitely. But
Shifa
yeah,
and black
he's
players.
And
He's
even, I
definitely
remember
a
at the
player
start of
that
the
needs to
season, he was doing good. He was scoring goals fast. He was at one stage he was the only one scoring goals.
he was, wallahi.
And then they benched him all of a sudden.
But that's a stupid bold
know
nigga.
what's
But we're
going
gonna
on
talk
there.
about him. Don't worry,
I'm
wallahi.
gonna come to him.
Now we're gonna come. To
Well,
him. We're gonna speak about this guy right now. This is the main topic, lads. Now I forgot to tell this joke last.
this is gonna take 30 minutes minimum. So
Yeah.
bear with us.
Minimum. Wallahi. I forgot to tell you guys this last time.
Stop.
You know what Ten Hag's mom's name is?
Who cares his mom's name?
Oh yeah, he told us.
Abdullah was telling
I know you can. That's what it was, Khalid. Joke Ten Hag. That's her name.
Say wallah.
Joke. Wallahi
Spell
al-azim.
joke.
That's her name. So it all makes sense, all full circle right now. Wallahi al-azim. His time at this club has been an absolute joke and a half. Wallahi al-azim. I'm not teasing his mom. It's just talking about the name, cuz it's fine. Anyways,
How happy are you now, Am?
wallahi, when I saw that, I was like, alhamdulillah. You know, you never pray on someone's downfall.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously this guy.
I
Firstly,
did from day one before he even came, bro.
Firstly, this guy is well off. We don't need to worry about is he gonna find another job.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
this guy is a rich family. Everything
paid
is
out well.
sorted. He's fine. So alhamdulillah, you're out of our club. Thank goodness. Now moving towards the new manager, Ruben Amorim. This guy, by the way, the things that I went and searched about him, wallahi azim, is unbelievable.
You don't need to search Amr.
No,
For
no,
me,
no,
I've
no.
never searched. I heard about this guy. He's coming to my
No, no,
United.
I'm not
The week
talking-
after, he gave Guardiola the work.
Nah,
Welcome, bro.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
all we need to
But
hear.
I wanted to look at his background and where he's been. This guy, firstly, he retired at 31 in 2015, after making a couple debuts for a couple caps for the Portugal team, played with Ronaldo and
I
whatnot.
saw that video.
He
Yeah,
played
of
against
him
us.
getting
Yeah.
subbed out for Ronaldo.
Yeah, and he's played against us. He went from there to take an internship with Jose Mourinho when Jose Mourinho was at United. He was with us at that time. And that's where he started his UEFA B license. Anyways, from there, he went on to the Portuguese third tier to Casapia, a team called Casapia, and then he quickly led them to the top of the league. But because he doesn't have his license, he faced issues and they copped fines with kida. Anyway, he was fired from that place because that he didn't have the license.
Yeah.
This guy, he was threatened with a 1-year ban. He then went on to go and join another team called Braga. But he joined the B team, the youth
Braga,
team.
that's a big team, isn't it?
Yeah,
in Portugal,
he joined the
It's
youth
not
team.
Portuguese, is it? No.
So-
Yeah, it's
it is.
Portuguese.
It's Portuguese.
Yeah,
team.
Portugal, yeah.
His whole thing is all been in Portugal. He went from this team, cuz, in the B team, within the first couple weeks, in just 10 weeks, this guy led Braga to the Portuguese Cup, the main team. So everyone knew that this guy was the assistant for the first team, but he's actually the main guy for the first team. But he's
On the
assistant
books, he wasn't.
because he doesn't have his license. So he went, after 10 weeks, he led them to the Portuguese Cup. And then from there, Sporting took and then he went and they paid 10 million for him. This guy still doesn't have his license. Still nothing, and they
Well,
paid
has
10 million for
he?
him.
Oh,
No,
before?
this at that time.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't have
Been
anything.
there for 3 years, I think.
Yeah, so when Sporting got him, they registered him as assistant manager Tani. So then it's off the books. So then they obviously everyone knows that he's the main guy. So Tani, he faced fines and whatnot and criticism and all this.
Why did they just give him a license? Get
All
a
these
license,
things.
bro.
But what he believed that the practical side is more important than the theory. So he's actually had
So
experience.
he was failing the test.
No, he wasn't failing, but he didn't complete it yet. He's still
Okay.
doing it and he's still completing it, you know? So anyway, he became the first team coach. So this is why he's being assistant. He led them to their first win in 19 years. The
League
first
title.
win
League win.
of the league.
Yeah.
The league, not a cup, no nothing. Then he got his thing, his license and everything, he's qualified everything. And then he won the league again 3 years after. So within the time that they haven't won it for 19 years, he got it to them in 4 years, twice. So this guy, we know he's actually a decent manager, if anything. Up and coming, you know? We don't know much about it.
Because if he was working with Mourinho, that answers a lot of questions.
And then now,
he's 39.
he's
Young.
exactly, yeah. He's still
He'll be
very
the
young.
second youngest coach if he comes to the
Yeah.
league. Yeah.
Exactly. And then now, as Hassan mentioned, he gave the work to Man City. Wallahi,
And
Azim.
now give Nail the floor because Nail did not want United to get rid of Joe Ten Hag.
Yalla, Hassan.
This
Yalla.
is the thing. Wallahi. No. Wallahi,
Yeah,
listen,
tell
listen. A lot of people think that. For me, it's not that. Wallahi.
By the way, and now before you say anything,
Huh.
I don't believe that Ten Hag himself was the only problem. But he is one of the main problems.
Because he is
That's
one of
why.
the main problems.
No, it's not-
and I'll tell you something,
Let
Amr,
me
he
say-
created
let me
the
say.
rest of the problems.
No, okay, no,
Nah,
go for
the
it.
thing is, my problem is with the club. Now we have new CEO, we have new owners, all this stuff that's happening, but the same direction is happening that happened in the past 10 years. So we get a coach, we'll give him a deal, a contract, then he doesn't even finish his contract, then we'll get rid of him because of the players. Again, another coach comes, we play so good for the first 4 months, 5 months, 1 season, whatever. Again, same story happens. If you look at the new manager, I'm not against him, but if you look at his stats and the way Erik ten Hag was with Ajax, it's the same thing. Ajax, he played with them, he coached them for 4 years, he won 3.
Can I tell you something before you continue? Ajax is the best club in Holland.
Okay.
So he was at the best club with the best resources, so the results are expected.
Yeah, but I'm
Ajax
talking
were
about
winning
the
before
style
him
of
and they'll
play.
continue
I'm
to- No,
I'm
but
talking
they-
the way they played.
No,
When they
no.
demolished Real
But
Madrid 4-1
No,
in the
but-
Champions League in 2019.
Yeah,
Because
way they
AC Milan
played-
demolished us. What's the
No, but I'm
point?
talking about 2019. You
Doesn't
guys were
matter.
better. But again, what I'm trying to say is the same style. Now everyone, the hype is around the coach. Oh, he's going to come. He's going to be good. He's going to come. We're going to be good for the rest of the season, whatever. Next season, same issue we're going to have. That's my only problem with the club. I think they should have just gave him at least till the end of the season. And then after that, if they don't want him, get rid of him. Fair enough. They could have done that 3 months ago in the summer season.
They should have.
What
They
did they
should've.
do?
That's when they
Nothing.
should've actually
They gave him a new contract. All right, stay. They backed him. They paid so much money. They got so many players. All right, we'll trust your way of playing, your ideas. In the end of the day, they get rid of him 9 games into a season.
It got so bad.
Now
You
they're
guys
gonna
are
get this
13th or
guy.
something, man.
Look, they're gonna get this guy. This guy is coming with a different formation, different style of play.
They only
He's
gave
gonna
him
look at the
2.5
players.
years, come on.
Yeah, and look, he's gonna look at the players. It's not gonna be his type of players. So he's gonna the season. I don't know how it's gonna be. Hopefully it will be good. But then again, next summer he will start spending more money, get different type of players, get rid of some players, and it's just all not gonna make sense. We're gonna be in this 2 years from now. We're just gonna be in the same place. We had this hype with Van Gaal. We had it with Oli, we had it with Mourinho, and now we had it with Erik ten Hag. It's the same thing. We start here, and then we end up going back to the same place. I have no problem against, what's his name, the new manager, Ruben. I have no problem with him. My problem is the club and how it's run. If you don't trust the manager, why give him a new contract? Why spend so much money on his staff?
This is the thing. What's been said and what's been explained is the fact that this new management came in and they wanted to get rid of Erik ten Hag, but they couldn't find a suitable replacement. Yeah. Okay. So then they extended this contract. Mm-hmm. But what they shouldn't have done is they shouldn't have allowed him to spend more money if they weren't sure about him. Okay. If they were still on the search for a new manager, they shouldn't have allowed him to spend.
And Abdallah also the new manager.
But now what I'm saying is the fact that, you know, it came out command where Ruben Amorim interviewed for the Liverpool job at the same time as Arne Slot, but he didn't take it because apparently he wasn't flexible enough for Liverpool. So he wanted to do things his way. So then, now Man United have given him 2.5 years, and they haven't appointed him as manager. His role is a head coach.
Yeah, just coach. Yeah.
So then what they're taking all of the power away from him in terms of recruitment, who he gets rid of, who he brings in. It's all going to be a decision made by the upper management now. His job is to manage the team, coach the team with the players that he has. So it feels like they've said to him in the interview, these are the players that we brought in. We spent money on them. They're assets of the club. We need you to make these guys work.
Like, which is a good thing.
To make this work.
How does that work for a manager when he wants his own style?
He's obviously studied the players and the player profiles, and he obviously thinks that he can work with it. That's why he's accepted the terms. And that's what I'm saying. So it's not like they've said, come in and we're going to do a clear out in the summer and bring you the players that you want. No, they made him a head coach, so the recruitment is still up to the sporting director and the management that's currently there, and they told him, you're going to have to work with what you have, and he's accepted those terms. That's what it looks like.
Because they gave like Ten Hag all the powers, and look what he's done.
Everything is
damaged the club, bro.
So now they've taken the power away.
And to come back to United, they couldn't get rid of him like during the summer, obviously because Guardiola didn't do them a good favor and win the FA Cup. He won the FA Cup. There's no way they're gonna sack him. It just doesn't work like that. You know what I mean?
It's a good club.
But they definitely wanted him gone.
It wasn't. They tried to get someone else. They just couldn't find anyone. And then they went back to him and said, all right, fair enough.
They couldn't sack him. That's the problem.
They weren't brave enough.
They weren't brave enough to sack him.
It's hard. It's hard.
They couldn't find someone. That's the only reason.
Yeah, but they brought.
My problem is how can you not find someone in the summer break, in that long break? You can't find anyone.
They brought this story. That's why
you get rid of a coach who's with you right now. All of a sudden, you have a replacement. Like, it does not make sense.
I think that's why they brought what's his name, Ruben Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah,
look,
because they couldn't get rid of that guy.
I would have preferred for them to leave Rod Van Nistelrooy as intern manager until the end of the season. At least he knows the players. He was there when the players were recruited. He knows the strength and the weakness of all the players.
Yeah.
And he could and you see the way they're playing right now. We're playing some beautiful football. I won't say the best, but it's good decent football. So I would rather him be there until the end of the season, and you tell Ruben, fair enough, stay and sign him, but for next season. Not bring him halfway. Because I don't think this is going to change anything.
I'll tell you what, Hamad, I think they, as what Abdallah said, I think they want to actually see if this guy can actually do it before they give him powers.
With
or
this group,
if he
and
can
2.5 years is a very short term, by the way, for a club that wants to change the direction.
Yeah.
If you're brave as a management and you believe in this coach properly, you'd give him 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But they gave him 2.5 because they want to see what he can do, I think. Almost.
The initial contract for Arteta was how long?
It was also short. It was like 2 or 3 years, and
That's
it was head coach as well. It was head coach. It wasn't manager. And
That's
then once they gave him the first year or two, and then he proves himself, then they upgraded him to manager.
Because he even made big calls like the Ozil.
After that.
Yeah, he made a lot of big calls.
Aubameyang, he got rid of players. Terminated a lot of contracts.
Yeah.
Nicolas Pepe.
Lacazette.
Nicolas Pepe, most expensive player come on before.
That's how usually it is. Because no club can say, you know what, we believe in this guy for 4 years off the bat of them coming from a different league, not proving
They
it
did that
here.
to Ten Hag.
That's Ten Hag. That's what happened with Ten Hag.
They gave him extension, bro.
No, but
No,
they
from the
initially
start.
gave him.
Wasn't that long?
I think he had 3 years.
3 years
Because when did Ronaldo come? That was his first season, Mush.
Ronaldo was there before
That
him.
was his second season.
Ronaldo came when Oli
Before
was
him.
there.
Oh, yeah, he did.
With Oli.
Oli brought him.
The club,
But he didn't ask them to keep Pogba. Yeah, he made big calls from the start. He said salary caps, all this nonsense. You know what I mean, players coming. Ten Hag, he introduced the salary caps.
The club's trying to learn from.
But anyways, I think United.
They're doing.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I think we've got to give it time and see what Ruben Amorim
I'll
is
tell you what's
really
wrong with
about.
United
Let's
about
see.
that.
But the
tell you
same
what it
thing
is.
is going to happen if you don't give a manager his time to see out his contract and play at least until the last year of his contract. it's just going to be the same repetitive
But
thing.
now the guy was disastrous.
And the thing,
He's
the
a
thing
disaster.
with
Let me
United,
finish.
with the whole club, is wallahi, is player power is too much. Same way,
Sah.
every single coach that we had
That's true.
for the past 10 years is being kicked out because the players would not play for him.
That's true.
They'll play for him until a certain stage, and then when he pushes them to go to that extra mile, they all just give up.
Yeah, but
then it's all blamed
This time,
on him.
who's doing that this time?
What do you mean? Bruno himself was doing this. Rashford was
Rashford
doing
too,
this.
wallahi.
A lot
No,
of players were doing
Rashford
this.
is a different story.
Right,
But Bruno-
even Bruno, after,
I said
after he
everyone
got
was
sacked,
doing this, bro.
after he got sacked, Bruno said, "Oh, I should have played better. I blame myself for."
I tell you something. If this new coach picks a fight with the Bruno Fernandes, that means, for me personally, I think he's going into the right direction. Because this guy, even like with Oli, with the other managers, he never liked to play with Fred. He never liked to play with Paul Pogba. He never liked to play with anyone. You know what I mean? He's the best player in the team, but he also doesn't like to play with other players.
Bro,
Unfortunately,
it's not just what's his name, Bruno. It's been the case in the past 10 years. Every time we have one good player, Pogba, Ronaldo, we always have one good player that will try, obviously, to look up to him. But then he thinks he's entitled. He thinks he should run the club. The coach comes second.
That's
And
what
then-
Bruno was doing.
But it doesn't work like that. You have to
player
listen to the coach.
personalities is a big thing for managers. The fact that Arsenal allowed Mikel Arteta to terminate Aubameyang's contract and get him paid out. He was on 250 grand a week. They paid him out and cancelled his contract. This is how you've got to get rid of the rotten characters.
100%.
And Rashford
I
and
agree
Bruno
with that.
Fernandes are absolute. Look, شوف that sulkers because they complain, they sook, they don't run hard enough. I will
'Cause
get
when
rid of them, and
the-
I don't care at what price, bro. If I'm a manager, I do not want personalities like that in my dressing room.
Look,
They've
I
got to
agree
go,
with
bro.
you 100%. And out
But
of
no,
all
no
the-
player. The club isn't backing any manager to get rid of them.
Yeah, no. Look, out of all the managers we had since Alex Ferguson's gone, yeah, who was the strongest in the dressing room? I reckon Eric Ten Hag was. He's the one that benched Ronaldo. He's the one that got rid of Sancho.
I
when
think
he didn't
Mourinho
want
was
him.
as
You
well.
know, I said-
Mourinho
Nine.
got kicked out because
Nine.
of Pogba.
Yeah,
I don't think he was the
shouldn't be.
strongest.
So the player
Nine.
shouldn't
won.
be.
is
I
what
don't
I'm
think he
trying
was
to
the
say.
strongest.
Mourinho, that was the
I
strongest.
don't think he was the strongest. You know what he was? He was just, I don't care. Hatta if I lose this job, I don't give a shit. That's how he worked with everything.
Yeah, he's like, it's
For
my
you
way
to
or
bench,
the highway, and that's how it should be. cuz.
for you to do that to a
Yeah.
player for no absolute reason,
Bro,
when
how
he was
about-
actually producing,
if we're
it's
talking
just
about that,
it's
okay.
idiotic. It's
If we're
it's not
talking
it's not
about
like
that,
a brave thing.
What happened during Alex Ferguson's era? He got rid of Roy Keane, his captain. He got rid of him. The most probably at that time was
He got
one
rid of
of
Davis
his
Beckham,
most
Yap
versatile
Stam, but
player.
he was backed
He
by
got
the
rid of him
he
the
was
next-
backed by the club.
Yeah,
He got
but-
rid of a lot of
yeah,
big
he's
He's
characters.
backed by experience
But that's
and
what-
trophies and
No,
performances
they-
and everything. He's the one that brought everything to the club. So if he tells something to the board,
Yep.
nigga, you listen. You're
But
not
that
you're not
shows
gonna
you-
question that.
Ahmed,
That's
that just shows the players that he will have the final say. No matter how good you are, no matter how important you are to the
Sah.
team, if you act up, if you don't listen to me, I'll have the final say. You're out of
Sah.
the door. Simple as
I know
that.
for me, that was my main problem with Ten Hag. The fact that he was so hard-headed. And on top of all of this, he had no plan. He had no playing style. So for someone to be that arrogant and think
not
that he's-
deliver. And not deliver.
and think that he's at the top of the game and not deliver and win a cup here and there
Yeah,
after shit performances
again-
throughout the
again,
season,
that comes
that
back-
for me is a stinky manager.
Yeah, that
it's
comes back to
very
my
poor.
point where I said at the start. Remember the first season he was there. He was playing beautiful football. He was
I don't know
winning
if it's-
games.
I don't know
Everyone
if
was even Hassanin said it to Azam that oh he's doing really good.
Because he's done well.
There's a lot
but
of
that's
times
not
like he
be-
did so good, guys. You
Tell-
gotta admit.
why
wallah.
quoted me like that, bro?
Let me tell you right now, that was not beautiful football. That was Rashford turning up for a nice, good amount of games, scoring goals. Bruno turning
full
up,
season,
scoring
cuz.
goals. Garnacho, Kida.
That's
That's what
I
it
mean.
was.
Players
That's
were
what-
playing for him,
No.
and his style worked.
Players had an unbelievable run. They're just on a run. When a player's on a run and in form, it doesn't matter what the manager can make it 3-6 whatever formation he wants. That player is gonna tear it up.
But you gotta also admit that the player will only become better if the formation suits him, if the tactic suits him, if the playing style suits him.
Of course.
You can't play a player in a formation that he like right now.
Sah.
Mbappe is struggling.
That's
He's the
true.
best, like
That's
one
true.
of the
But
best players in the world.
Mbappe came into Real Madrid in very, very, very poor form. Since after the World Cup ended, he's been on stinky form. So no matter, even if he played on the wing, I don't believe this guy's gonna do
Yeah,
well.
he's
'Cause
so
you
out
know
of
why?
form.
With his French team, he's not doing well. And with the French team, he's the boss. He still
I think
doesn't
he's
do well.
missing Pogba
That
in
for
that
me
one.
proves the point of if you're in form, it doesn't matter where you are. On the pitch, you can be put anywhere and you can get the ball, halas, magic will happen. That's because you're in form and you're full of confidence. This guy, Hassi, was riding on that, bro. He was riding on that solely. No way of style of playing. You watch the game and you're like, what is going on here? What are we supposed to do? Like, what's the pattern of play here? I had no idea. Hassi, the thing that I'm happy with this guy is that he's got a system and clearly it's worked. And it's a system that doesn't need stars. It doesn't need star players. It needs hard workers. That's it. It doesn't need anything else.
But you know what's the thing is the common thing between both of them as well? When Eric Ten Hag was asked, are you going to bring the same success you brought to Ajax to United? What do you say? Oh, don't expect United to play like Ajax.
Yeah.
We're not going to play the same. We
صح.
cannot play the same.
صح.
Right now, Ruben said the same thing.
Yeah.
He said, I could not bring the same formation and the same style of play
He will.
from
He will. He
Liverpool
will,
to
cuz.
United.
That's the only thing he knows, and he
That's
just did it against Man City,
I
a Premier
think
League
that's
side.
a hard job, bro.
No, he just did it against a Premier League side. That khalas proves that his shit actually works.
But you got to
It's
admit
just-
also City's in a poor run right now.
Whether they are poor or not, they're a class team. We know this already.
Yeah, but
And
they-
they're a hard team to beat. They're the
If
best.
they're in a poor run, doesn't matter. You still have to win.
Yeah, they're a class team. Anyway, with this guy's formation, he plays, I think it was a 3-5, what was it, 3-5-2, sir? 3-5-2. And if you're going to look at our squad and pick who are going to be those wing backs, because that is very, very crucial for us. We don't have players like these guys, Sporting.
Probably the only one that will, actually Maserati.
I will say these are the options that we have. We have Dallo, we have Mazraoui. Maybe a lot of people will hate me for this, but we have Tyron Malacia, who's actually good at that up and down. He's very good at that. And then you've got the players that are wingers, like a Garnacho or an Anthony. Or
No, you wouldn't put Garnacho in the
Rashford?
wing back.
No, Rashford will never do that.
Nah,
No, no,
And we have our
there's
scary
options
attackers.
for wing back.
No, he would never do that because the thing is, if we're putting our wing backs as defenders, that means you only have 3 spots for attackers up top. You don't have any other options. So you need to pick 3 players from Xerxes, Højlund, Rashford, Bruno, Garnacho, Ahmad.
Ahmad has to play.
You're gonna have a crazy time picking only 3 from those ones.
Selection.
And you're gonna have to select it very, very well. And I think the best way to go is obviously Onana in goal, the 3 in the middle, the back, Martinez on the left side. I think the young boy Lenny Yoro, if he gets back, that should be the center, and on the side the Lit. All
Lit's
them
heavy,
two,
man, I
all
reckon.
them
I'll
two
probably
can switch.
swap them.
Them two can switch.
Yeah, I'll put-
I wanted the one in the middle to be the Lenny Yoro kid because
Gonna have
less
protection.
less experience, and he would need the most protection. Because that person in the middle, he's gonna look like a Van Dijk or a Sergio Ramos because he's just gonna be cleaning up.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be much. Then you have the 5, the 2 in the midfield. This guy's played with Agate already. He had Agate in his team, so I think he'll go for Agate. And then we've got Kobe Mino, Ericsson, Casemiro, who I don't want to see you ever again. Wallahi, if you get this message,
Casemiro.
I don't
What
want
about
to
the
see
2
his
goals
message.
he scored again?
That's good, bro. Wallahi, let's
He's
not.
the best player in your team, bro.
Okay, this guy with his Real Madrid
Nah,
bias,
he's
wallahi.
overextended his stay in Europe. He
He's
needs to go
done.
somewhere.
He's done. He
He's
needs
done?
to go. He needs to
Saudiya.
go.
Yeah,
He needs to go.
wallahi.
You know where, wallahi?
Yeah.
Saudi right now. He needs to go at
Casemiro?
Hilal, and he needs to take.
What about Ericsson?
No. Ericsson still plays.
Ericsson is better than Casemiro?
Right now.
Because wallah, go to sleep, Amr.
Right now. Have you been watching United? You
I
haven't
have been.
watching
I
Real
have been.
Madrid?
I watched
football you
I
watch
watched the game. They won the
That's
4
and then, bro.
Actually, bro.
Casemiro
Abdullah
scored
wouldn't
2.
trust Casemiro in the AFCON, bro.
He wouldn't.
I
wallahi.
trust myself over him.
He wouldn't.
Nah, wallah. Casemiro is the superstar, and you're gonna see that when the new coach comes.
Anyways, the 2 central midfielders, the only good options I think we have are is Ugarte and Maino. That's being honest. Those are the only 2 that we have. Then you've got whoever's going to be the wing backs. I think one of them should be an attacker because you're gonna when this guy defends, he doesn't defend with all 5. It's usually one steps into the midfield,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be a back 4. So do you want to see one winger on the someone on the left or someone on the right? I would say Diallo.
See, but
Ahmad
that's
Diallo on
the
the
thing,
right.
like, that it's not going to work out for him because he needs more players.
I
don't
know.
think he could work.
I
with
know,
this.
and the fact that this Abdullah, you were saying about how he's just head coach and he doesn't have the power anymore and that kind of stuff. I think it's very selfish from the club and very
Because I think that will just bring us back to the
They're
same
trying to
point
learn from their
couple of
mistakes. I think
Yeah.
it's a good thing.
season from
wallahi.
now.
No, you know what? It's not a good thing. You know what? Because they think football is gonna work anyway. I can make the decision. So if something happens, I'm at fault, not the manager. You know, if you do that
need a good
and you make
sporting
signings
director.
and stuff like that,
No, but they're not gonna hammer it.
I know.
They wouldn't,
No.
they
They're
wouldn't.
gonna always talk
always
to the
about
manager
him,
what
yeah.
he needs. صح. But like for
But it's like they're just
for
not
him-
giving him the free reign like they did the previous managers, which I think is
صح.
understandable because the amount of money
That's
that
okay.
Man United have spent.
yeah. But not only
It's
a
very
manager.
It's more of a
I
public
think
statement.
I think they've
They'll
used.
They'll
yeah.
still consult with him.
I think
it's
they've
more
used
of a
more money on players rather than managers. If we're being honest, 100% over players. Wallahi lazim. So for them to do this to this guy, firstly, I don't expect anything this season. I only expect
A style of play.
a style of play and finishing at least max 8. Max. I'm not gonna put that much of expectation. All I want to see is a style of play. Like we're working on something. These guys are actually starting to build a certain type of play. We're like building some sort of identity for United. Because I have no idea what identity is right now. So if he just gets that right, and then he gets a summer, or he gets another window, or whatever it is, the Christmas, January window, anything, to just get a couple players here and there, well, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with that as being the first season. But then for anyone to expect anything like top 4, top 3, it is, and this guy do all this, because he's dealing with all the rubbish and the kulsha of how many freaking years of Ten Hag. Like, you should not ever expect.
It's a whole team of Ten Hag players.
Literally, all of them are ex-Ajax players, and this guy can't do some magic trick and make these niggas become better from just coaching. Yeah. It's never gonna happen. So the expectation has to be that this guy just gets us to at least 8, and we see a starter play. Whether it works or not,
I think he's gonna go up higher.
But you have to have that as an expectation, because right now we're very, very low. So if you push for like 5, 6, or no, so 5th or 4th, then khalas, now you're talking about a team who's actually been good throughout the season, like a Nottingham Forest. So far they've been good. You expect that to happen to them or some shit.
Why is Nottingham Forest good?
Why, Hassan?
Because of the coach.
اقول لك هذا من الاتحاد.
He's a fantastic coach.
عمل حاجة هنا.
If you see like,
I mean, flopped at
Nuno
Tottenham.
Espirito Santo.
huh? Yeah, because everyone flops at
work for him
Tottenham.
at
Because everyone flops at Tottenham. Who doesn't flop at Tottenham?
Now,
But
you know, the
wasn't
thing
he
is-
also really good at Tottenham for like a few games and then
He was.
got sacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, managers like this,
How long is
wallahi,
this
they're
gonna
only
last?
good for a mid-table team. Him, Moyes.
No, but there's no way United
Emery.
are getting anywhere near the top 4 now.
Hey?
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
His
like,
current top 4,
don't-
Arsenal aren't in it. Chelsea aren't there.
It's not gonna
Aston
happen,
Villa
yeah.
and Tottenham. That's 4 more teams to break into the top 4. United is nowhere near that, bro. All these teams are better than them.
We're not even.
don't even-
Wallahi, being
don't
very
think
honest,
about
we're
it.
not even top 5 now. Wallahi,
Yeah,
I don't have the
I
expectation.
said that we're a
Yeah.
big club, but we're not like
This
when
year-
it comes to football, we're not.
This year we
We're
have
not
to
up there.
accept it.
I think this guy's gonna do something,
We
bro.
have to accept it.
I
But
hope so.
anyway, the top,
But this
the
is
front.
my point. Like, we have to accept it, yeah? Then see him till the end of the season. وبعدين خلاص get the new
But he's
coach.
gonna destroy the
That's
team.
what annoyed me.
You might get. You want to play next year in the championship? No.
And you think we're going to play in the Champions League now?
Wait,
championship, I'm talking about
Are you
championship.
saying to give Ruben Amorim only until the end of the season?
No, he's saying he
Ten
should
Hag.
stay at the end.
Either
Or
leave
leave-
Eric Ten Hag or leave Rod van Nistelrooy.
You want to get a BN Sports subscription?
Get this guy in a fresh season from the start. Within the
I
summer
actually think
starts.
I like the fact that he's got a couple months or the end of this season, because the players now have to play for him. They want to it's
Yeah.
like their test, it's their preseason. They have to. It's like they're on trial.
Yeah.
You know, whoever he thinks that he doesn't want to be part of the team, he'll just
Yeah.
get out of the.
That's what I mean. And I think
season.
if he came at the start of the season, Nail, and started to make decisions on who I want to go, I think that would make the dressing room very, very bad. Because you're stuck with all these players who are contracted and they're all Ten Hag's players. And now you want to get rid of some, say some don't leave. It just creates a very, very bad environment. Say, for example, he wanted to get rid of Rashford or Bruno. And they don't get rid of him. What do you think is going to happen at the club? It's going to be like, we're seeing Souks right now. Wallah, I don't know. We're going to see Niswan after this. Like, it's going to be like bad behavior. Like,
Because you have
baby
legends in the club. What are you talking about, bro?
yeah, it's going to be baby behavior wallah, after that. But anyway, to talk about the front three in that formation, 3-5-2, and it's going to be one, as in like a 10, which will probably be a Bruno, and then those 2 that are up there.
Out of the top 2, I think Ahmad has to be.
Would you go as 2 strikers, or would you go as 1 striker and 1 winger?
That's my next point. I'll put Ahmad there because Ahmad's got experience as an attacker, as a goal scorer, and as well as a midfielder. So he could even Rob, when I saw his Ruben, when I saw his formation, he does play a square in the middle, so at some stage.
Yeah.
So that's where Ahmad could drop in and be near Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
And he's good at tight spaces. He's he's got good vision, better than any attackers we have.
Sah.
Probably. So he could benefit the most out of this formation as playing as a false 9, but as well as like a midfielder, an extra midfielder.
And who would you put as the other player? Because I know exactly who I put. Wallah.
I'll probably put
Garnacho?
Haaland.
Huh?
Haaland.
Hoyland?
Yeah.
Same, wallah. Because this system that this guy plays, it's all made for creating chances for the front
We
the
need
striker.
that runner,
And
then
it's the
he
type of
runs.
chances that are cutbacks.
Yeah.
And this has never happened for Hoyland. We've hardly had any chances where it's driving to the box, cutting it back, and it's just a tap and finish, like what City does always for Haaland. We don't see that at all for Hoyland. And I was looking at some stats that they had about this guy, Ruben Amorim's team. Their percentages for shots outside the box was like 5th or 6th in the league, and they had the most goals by like 30 something or 20 something goals. So all their stuff every chance that they created was all in the box.
Yeah, they put it in the box.
And the
yeah.
chances that they will create was like 100%, like close to 100% chance of a goal, like a tap in. So for that, I would not want to see a person like Rashford up
No.
top or a Garnacho.
Rashford needs to go. That's
You
my
would not.
opinion. Wallahi.
You would not.
I think Rashford
Get rid
needs
of him,
to
bro.
go.
He needed to
He's-
go
he's
while
been-
Ten Hag
they've
was
been
here.
trying
wallahi.
to keep him there, to make him like the Wayne Rooney, one
Yeah.
club, stay at United and stuff. But
Sah.
it's not working out for him. Wallahi.
I feel
I
like-
think he
Yeah.
just needs to. He needs
He
to
needs
change
to
the
go.
environment. Wallahi.
When
He needs a
PSG
fresh
went
start as
into
well,
when
to be
PSG was
honest.
interested, he should have gone.
Yeah, I think
That
would've
should
been good.
that would have been the best move for him. Wallahi. Play some Champions League. No pressure. Just go enjoy your football. Wallahi. Outside of England.
He could have stayed in the England squad too.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Anyhow, that's enough of United.
Wallahi, that was-
Man
that
United
was a lot,
podcast.
Man United.
That was long, wallahi.
Bro.
That was
takes
long.
a headache,
It
man.
was long, wallahi. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was
That
a lot to
club
get.
is giving
It was
you
a lot
guys
to get
that.
through.
Diabetes, bus.
There's a lot to get through, wallahi. Anyway, Liverpool. Everyone watched them last night. We won't talk too much about it, but I want to talk about how Arsenal dropped points last week and how City dropped points 4 times. And the time that City is so shit, these niggas can't capitalize on that.
Yeah.
Wallahi, it's so sad.
Well,
Because when
It's so sad, bro.
when City shit, we're even shitter.
What did Evra say about Arsenal? The Netflix.
Yeah, wallahi, it's just like Netflix.
Arsenal
Watching
like
Netflix.
Netflix. Like,
Guys,
just
look at him
gotta
for
wait for
highlights.
next season, bro.
He wants to
Who
be.
was that? Who was that?
Evra.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone saw
He just
that.
wants headlines, bro.
Yeah, he does. He actually does.
Oh,
He's playing nigga football off the pitch.
Geezer, bro. Bro.
Anyway, Arsenal plays Chelsea tomorrow morning.
That
inshallah.
would be a
I'll give you
good
guys
game,
the
wallah.
welcome
What do you
to
reckon,
it.
Khalid?
Nah,
Score
I'm
prediction.
confident.
Stamford Bridge?
Wallahi, I'm very
It's at
confident.
Stamford Bridge,
I
yeah?
think so. I think
Yeah, I
What do
think
you
you guys
reckon?
will beat us, bro.
I think we will win.
Their scoreline. You think they will score, these guys?
Arsenal? Nah.
I think
They won't
I think
I think it'll be a
um,
2-1.
I think
2-1
Odegaard
win
might
for
start.
Chelsea.
I'm
If
not
Odegaard
scared of
starts-
their attack. I'm not scared of
I
them.
think if you guys
It's
score
their
Adalla,
defense. We just need to break you guys.
I think
You
if
guys
you
are in
guys score, it will be from a corner.
You guys will be in trouble if
Corner then
Odegaard
headers?
scores.
Corner, yeah,
If
that's
Odegaard
right.
starts, you're in trouble.
Odegaard, nah, not in his first game back.
Nah,
with
nah,
Arsenal.
bro.
The bridge is hard to come to.
He might play because they need him.
He's gonna play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna play, and we're gonna win, and then he's gonna go with Norway again and get injured again and come back.
I'm telling you, 2-0 now. I'm calling it.
2-0.
Because he should have gone to Norway.
What do you think, Adalla?
Arsenal 2-1.
2-1.
Mhm.
The last
Yeah,
time you
you know,
predicted
you-
the
you
scoreline
think
here,
they're gonna win?
Adalla.
Yeah, I do.
At the bridge.
I do, bro.
Last time.
You know, in the last 9 meetings at Stamford Bridge,
Yeah,
we've
you-
won 7 and drawn 2.
Nah,
You haven't beaten us.
yeah, but
I don't know where this confidence comes from.
Because of how you are right now.
Huh?
how you are, and look at your form.
But
Look at
this is
look at our
3-point bridge,
team.
bus bigger.
8-0, bro. Come on, we're on a high, bro. 8-0 against.
I guess no.
No,
Come on, bro.
That's
Take it easy, lads.
because no, he did
As
all right.
long as Enzo doesn't play.
He's
find
how,
out.
how much of a bum is he?
Oh my god.
I said this from day one, bro.
And you
From
guys
day
paid
one,
like 100 and
he's
something,
a
huh?
bum.
Wallahi, I don't know.
Because this whole Argentina team that won the World Cup,
Bums.
stinky bums.
Stinky bombs.
The Maria بس قلت له يطلع منهم.
Huh?
The goat.
Only
The
the
goat.
Maria.
Because not a single good player from that tournament.
Yeah, well, bums,
It's bad,
bums,
cuz.
bums, bus.
Anyways.
He's so rubbish, but Lavia and
Enzo, yeah.
Caicedo doing the
Ballers.
work.
Yes.
Wallahi.
Boys,
Ballers.
to finish it off, you guys haven't experienced this yet.
Cole
but
Palmer, by the way. The horrible.
to finish it off, we're gonna finish off with the return of the H2 podcast.
Oh,
Khalid
really?
and Khalid, I don't think you guys maybe
Nah, I
if
don't
you've
know.
seen it. So it's basically just like a random question. It's a random question at the end, just
Okay.
to get whether your opinions or whatever you think on it.
Yeah.
So
I think I've seen it.
for the next 24 hours, would you rather have the ability to speak to animals, all animals, sea creatures, whatever, or speak every language in the world
Animals.
24 hours.
for
24
24
hours
hours?
only. I want to speak to some animals. Or there's a couple on my street, bro. They've been picking these cats, bro. They keep coming to my garage, bro. They're feeding on my other cats' food, man. Well,
You want to know their life story today?
Yeah, I think animals.
For
Because
24 hours.
24
and these
hours,
magpies, bro,
You
they
can't
keep
go anywhere.
swooping me, man. Wallahi,
Yeah?
I just speak
it's
to
a very
them.
small time for you to
Yeah.
go around the world and speak to everyone or
Yeah.
whatever, you know, to... But I think
And
animals
think
at
about
least...
it, if you speak to animals, you can make a good friend, wallah, and tell them, hey, listen, because
Yeah,
after
wallah.
today, I actually can't speak
I'm
to
gonna
you.
tell these magpies, bro, every
teach you
time
sign
I
language,
go around.
Yeah, wallah, yeah, I'm going to teach you some stuff.
Swooping season now, bro. I need to talk to these magpies, wallahi.
bad, wallahi.
They keep swooping me, bro. I don't know
It's
what
bad.
it is, wallahi. I need some
bad,
cable
bad,
ties
wallahi.
on the helmet.
You touch you or what?
I speak to some crows, bro, my niggas.
Anyway, that's all for today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Because he didn't even wait for our answers. Me and Abdullah. It's okay. It doesn't matter. End it. End
He
it.
got his content.
What are you
He
going to
got
say?
good answers from that.
Yeah, what are you guys
Khalid.
gonna
Yeah,
say?
but it's okay. عادي.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Leave a recommendation in the comment of what you guys want to see. I didn't ask for this last time, but if you guys want to see any different type of content, like not just a review of something, let us know. And inshallah, we'll try our best to do that. I'm in charge of these guys now, so I will get a decent squad every single time. Some people that I can't rely on, Hassan, Mohammed Rees, and the other boys as well, alright? But yeah, we won't be missing an episode, hopefully, inshallah, for the next
we'll come
couple
next
weeks.
week.
We'll be here. Thank you for watching. Take care and peace.
All my niggas, we intimidated. All my they intimidated. Burn City, we intimidating. Got my young boy and he intimidated. All my shooters, yeah, they really aiming with them cold niggas. We ain't got no patience. Money talks in my conversation. One niggas, they imitated.
Ask my dogs, we intimidated. Ask my bro, we intimidated. How you poppin', no niggas hating, and I play the hoe to keep it.